This is King Shinobi, and I'm going to teach you guys how to reach Sage Mode. All right, welcome everybody to the first episode of Shinobi Wisdom. I'm King Shinobi, I'm your host, and today we're going to get into something I would like to call Sage Mode. Now, for all my Naruto fans, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Sage Mode, when you gather in your energy, you're gathering that nature energy, and that Sage Mode, it gives you this boost. It gives you this surge of power, and you get increased chakra, increased focus, increased strength, increased reaction time, increased everything. Sage mode is an enlightening mode. It's a combination of mental, physical, spiritual, and it's just that balance of everything. It's that balance of all existence. It's just it's that mode you want to be in. It's that mode you want to be in. It's that mode that I strive every day to maintain, because I feel like I've reached Sage mode, but I still have to really hone it, really master it, really go to that next level. For the Naruto fans out there, let's put Jiraiya and let's put Naruto, let's put the Sage of Six Paths beside one another. Those are like different tiers of Sage mode, So Sage mode is this continual progression. This is something that you can continually grow, something that you can continually elevate, and that's what I feel about life, and just what you stand for in life, what you work towards in life. I feel like you have to master that Sage mode in order to really get it done most efficiently, to the highest of its ability. You know what I'm saying? And you have the distractions of the world. You have the distractions of, job and family. And it's just it's a multitude of many things that you could have going on. And you still must find time to kind of maintain, this peace within yourself, And that's what I feel Sage mode is for me. It's me maintaining this peace in this chaotic world where things are moving fast. Sage mode teaches me how to slow down. It teaches me to be less impulsive, have more awareness, more awareness of how I'm speaking, what I'm doing, like how it's affecting others, awareness of how others are acting, So it also gives you this heightened awareness as well. I'm learning. And I've been practicing this for a long time, and I still feel like I'm in the infancy stage. I feel like I could definitely excel even more, but that's going to take me implementing more strict discipline in my life, because I have discipline in my life and I exercise discipline every single day, but I could definitely have more. So I'm learning, the more that I put in there, the more boundaries that I have, and the more consistent that I become, this high tier of Sage mode is like within reach, man. All I have to do is keep kind of honing this little recipe that I have going on, So today I want to talk to you guys about some ways, and this will be a part one. I want to break this down into parts on how to reach Sage mode, ways to reach Sage mode, part one. Let's get this thing underway. So today the topic is going to be discipline, man. Discipline is like an umbrella term. There's many things that could fit under discipline, within your life. And I think discipline is a huge factor in being able to obtain Sage mode and obtain, that awareness and that enlightenment, that especially within yourself, But discipline is going to be very important because it's going to show how much self-control you actually have, over yourself, over other stimuli, the things that attract you, the things that distract you, things of that nature. Discipline is going to be that key factor in being able to maintain all of these, different facets of life, these different things that happen in life. So there's many things that can fall under discipline. And a big one for me, I could say from my own experience, has definitely been fitness, man. Getting my fitness together, making sure that fitness is a everyday part of my life that is interwoven into my life and is not something separate. It's not just gym time and and that's the only time I'm active. I'm active any opportunity that I get to become active. I'm active, whether I'm at work, wherever I'm at, finding a way to be active, to get moving, have my blood pumping. And it's put me in this constant state of just always being in shape, always being, prepared, keeping myself prepared, and really maintaining my body, mind as well. But it's really helping me maintain my body by just having this constant, consistent, um, I won't even call it exercise regimen. It's just life now. It's I'll just let's say for instance, I could just be at home and I'll just maybe knock out some push-ups, maybe do some squats, maybe do some shadow boxing or something. It's just I'm always keeping myself going, man. I'm always keeping myself going, keeping myself interested in, learning something new. You know, that's another key thing with discipline is learning something new and then having the discipline to really focus on this new thing. So now this new thing can be interwoven into your life as a whole as well, So having the discipline to not just start things and stop them, but actually have the discipline to not only start things, but continue them. And then from there, finish them, which is most important, I believe, is finishing the things that you start, not stopping in the middle. And of course, there's factors that, we may have to do that sometimes in life, or sometimes things just aren't for us, and we're willing to let those things go and find another path. But yeah, learning new things and accumulating skills, just accumulating skills, accumulating knowledge as well, accumulating vast amounts of knowledge. There's just it's unlimited the amount of knowledge that we can obtain and absorb, um, and there's so many different things to learn from in the world. So I also believe that having that discipline of actually being able to read, being able to read a book and not having to look at your phone, not having to do an audible to just listen to. Now, all that stuff is cool, of course, but have the discipline to be able to go somewhere quiet, sit down with the book, and look at the words. Just read. Shut all those other things out that put you in front of a screen. You know, it's vital that you do that. Like it's vital for your survival. It's vital for your mentality. It's very vital to shut off from these devices. You know what I'm saying? Um, so having that discipline to not get soaked into just the ever growing distractions of these screens, these devices, our phones, iPads, everything is just out there to get our attention. And we need to be able to put our attention on ourselves so we know how we're moving about in the world. And we need to make sure we're not moving about in the world under someone else's will, under someone else's puppet strings, So It's very vital that you have that discipline to be able to go away from those things that maybe you're watching things that are amusing to you, but maybe you spend an hour or 2 hours scrolling through and watching those things. But at the end of the day, you just got constant dopamine rushes. It's like being a crackhead. That high lasts and then it's gone. Then you need another one, And then at the end of the day, you've wasted a lot of time just feeding yourself, them crack rocks. But just having a discipline to be able to shut that stuff off and not look at it and not let it run your life, and getting out in nature, that's going to help you to reach that sage mode. It's going to help you unlock that sage mode. It really does take a detachment from things, and you really do have to dig deep and really, really dive in there. And I'm talking about dive into the depths that you may have thought the pressure down there would crush you, but you need to dive in there and confront everything that lives within that abyss, and get an understanding of it, and don't fear it, don't let it control you either, but have the courage to go down, confront it, understand it, talk to it, figure it out, so that way you can see something brighter, within yourself, because everything starts with us. So we also have to have the discipline to know that we're creating everything that we're dealing with, from the great things that we have to the issues that we have. We are the creators and the molders of that, We also have to have the discipline to be able to identify what we are creating. And all we have to do is take a step back and see how our lives are going and really reflect, and you can really figure that out, man. So having that discipline to be able to have that self-awareness to the point where you can make a mistake and really not be ashamed anymore, because you're self-aware. You're aware that you can make mistakes, but you're aware of that mistake, and you're aware that something needs to change, or you need to make some type of adjustment. You have to have the discipline to make those adjustments and to be able to be aware enough to even identify when certain things pop up in your life that you may not want. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way discipline is gonna fit in with you obtaining that sage mode, man. Obtaining that sage mode and getting that power, man. Getting that power up, that power boost, man. That mental power boost. Don't let anybody get in here and control that, man. Don't let anybody get in there and control that, man. Make sure you're moving under your own will, for real. But yeah, discipline. There's so much we could talk about with discipline. So much. We could do many videos on discipline and what falls under discipline, man. But we're just gonna do a quick one today. Remember, implement discipline in your life in order to reach that sage mode. We're going to come back with number 2. We'll have to see what the topic of number 2 is going to be to reach that sage mode, man. We got to get the Hashirama's level. So we can get that 1,000-arm Buddha. We got to harness that power, baby. But thank you guys for joining me for the first episode of Shinobi Wisdom. Remember, keep working on reaching sage mode, man. Really slow things down. Don't overstimulate yourself, especially with nonsense, man. That's another thing. Have the discipline to know what you're absorbing. So you really have to choose what you absorb, especially through these devices. Whatever you absorb, it's molding your mind. It's shaping your mentality. It's shaping your view of everything. So think about what you're feeding your mind. That's feeding your soul. All this shit's connected, man. So really think about that. Think about what you're feeding yourself. Think about what you're feeding yourself with food as well. There's a lot of things out here we don't even need to be putting down our bodies, man. And the people that are making this stuff, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about our health. They want us helpless. So have that discipline to treat your body right, man. Because everything is vital and everything comes together. All right. But much love to everybody. This is King Shinobi signing out. Shinobi Wisdom, first episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace out. Reach that sage mode.